I found that quite upsetting listening to Lee Hendry's story, because you didn't really realise, obviously, how that affected him, and because you always see this sort of, he was quite out there, wasn't he, cocky little footballer, because he was. I mean, you got to be arrogant when you're a footballer because you're playing on like a big stage, and he had that from a young age. And when it does finish, it does affect people differently. But that was hard to watch a little bit, actually. I did feel for him, I must admit. But it happens to a lot of people. Not initially, because you think you're going to go on forever, don't you? And I will admit, we was in Spain one year, and I had a little bit of a break, not depression or anything, but a little bit of a breakdown, a realisation. Wow, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
And it was probably all pent up as well from how Karen dealt with the way I finished, which is a whole new story, a whole different story, which a lot of people don't know what went on, and she'll probably say it didn't, but it did. And it just, I never come back to the club for a couple of years, 2, 3, 4 years after that, because it just I hated football after that.
Is that a story you could share or not?
Yeah, I can tell you whatever you want and what you want to hear. I mean, to the fact of even having a testimonial that she didn't want to give me. She said, I don't really want to give you it. I'm only doing it because people are telling me to. Giving it in an international fortnight when the club was second from bottom. I think it was in February, wasn't it? Charging me £7,000 to use my own pitch. Yeah, all that sort of stuff, which when the first thing she said to me, she said, right, I'm going to grant you testimonial, but you're doing it all yourself. You're not getting any help. Well, what do I know about organising testimonial? You know? And that's why we couldn't get a team to play, because we had to, because it was international fortnight. And in the end, to be honest, it was more hassle than it was worth. And I didn't even get a thank you off the three owners. I don't want anyone to roll any red carpet out, you know, but just thanks for your efforts, but nothing.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll roll the blue carpet out for you, mate.
Yeah, there you go.
No problem.
It took me a while to get over that sort of bit, and I didn't really like football for a while.
Despite that, I can guarantee you were one of the you were definitely one of the fans' favourites, without a doubt.
Yeah, I understood that, and I should have just come back and showed me face and things like. Even to the job, she offered me a job. I think Brucey sorted it out, which was, I think the salary was £40,000 a year. They was going to put me overnight on a Friday night, give me a day off during the week, so I knew I'd gone home. I've moved back south. All this sort of perks, and it was on an A4 piece of paper full up with all these terms and conditions. And then 3 or 4 days later, he come back in. There was one line at the top, and he went, "You ain't going to like this." I said, "I'm not going to like that, am I?" And he went, "No." He said, "She's offered you 15 grand a year with nothing." So I said, "You can shove out your ass." Walked out his office, and that was it. Never.